This is a video about what we had to do to put a rear sway bar on a early 80s F-150 Bullnose four-wheel drive. I got this rear sway bar from about an 86 F-250 two-wheel drive. So one of the big differences is, I don't know if you can see here, the mounting bolts are much bigger. So this is the F 3/4 ton rear sway bar. We got the mounts off of, and the U-bolt off of a F-150. This is the F-250 mount for the sway bar. I had to slot it because these bolts are narrower than the stock ones. And then what I also did on this side, because you can see how close we are to the corner of the sway bar, I shortened this bracket. You can see how this bracket, the other one, is wider. I put my finger up there, you can see the difference. So I shortened this bracket so I could get closer to the corner. So those are the two big modifications I had to make. We got 3/4 ton sway bar, got these brackets, and then this is the 3/4 ton bracket, bought a new bushing for it. And then you can see over here how it bolted right up to a stock hole. I thought I was gonna, because we have a 2.5 inch lift kit on this, I thought I was gonna have to space it down. So I made a thing that was gonna mount here, that I was gonna mount it here, because I thought that the sway bar would be angled up, but it's actually perfect. So there was a hole here already. So we were able to take the entire assembly, modify that part over there, like I said, and then bolt it right in, and it worked great. I'll do a separate video on the front sway bar, but these sway bars on a four-wheel drive that had no sway bars made all the difference. It handles so much better when it hits bumps, when you're coming through corners, when you're on long turns on the freeway. It's night and day difference how much better this thing handles. And then here's a picture of the disc brakes we had put on the rear. And then here's the exhaust that I did a separate video on, the tip coming out and everything. But the rear sway bar, we put a 3/4 ton on, like I said, on a 1/2 ton. Just showed you the modifications we had to make, and it worked great. Other than having to, modify these brackets and slot them, and then shorten this side a little bit, it was pretty easy to pop in, and world of difference. Highly recommend it. I'll do a separate video on the front, which are a little more complicated, but less modification. Like and subscribe.